So look, if you keep having issues where you and your partner are talking about your in-laws or boundaries between in-laws or them being too close to their family, well, it might not be selfishness on their part, it might be actual enmeshment in their family. So let's talk about that a little bit. So enmeshment happens when you grow up in a family where you stay emotionally fused in order to keep the peace. What this usually looks like is an inability to say no in your family system, either to your parents or other people in your family. You don't want to upset anyone, so you people please in order to keep the peace. You don't. You pretend like you don't have any needs because you don't want to inconvenience other people in your family dynamic. And your MO is to stay loyal, to stay available, to not have boundaries, right? You want to be checking in constantly in order to make sure that you are keeping the peace, to make sure that that conditional love is given to you all the time, and to make sure that you're not upsetting anyone in the family, right? This is what enmeshment means. And so, of course, you can imagine if you grew up that way, how that might impact you as an adult, right? There are definite consequences here. So, as an adult, this shows up in your couple relationship, usually with an inability for you to set boundaries with your parents. Sometimes you want to choose your partner naturally over your family or your parents. And if you do, then one, that's going to be a struggle for you. And two, you're going to feel super guilty about it. You may get really defensive when your partner asks you to take more space from your family because that brings up feelings of, is this going to be okay? I feel unsafe taking that much space from my family. Um, and then, there are going to be other things like maybe a need to check in with your family or your parents before you make big decisions, and maybe getting kind of shut down when your partner seems disappointed in you because you're kind of replicating that dynamic that you used to have with your parents. When your parents got really disappointed in you, it felt like their love was conditional. It felt like that love was being taken away, and so you might shut down because that feels really bad, right? So you're replicating those same kinds of dynamics in your relationship now, but unfortunately you're an adult and you have a new family that you're trying to work on building. So the problem, of course, is that this creates a lot of dysfunction in your new relationship with your partner. They feel second rate compared to your family, and they feel like your family is constantly taking precedent over them. This is a break in what Dr. Stan Tatkin calls your couple bubble, which is the importance that you need to place on the solidity, on the safety, on the sanctity of your marriage and your relationship over third parties like your family or your parents. We'll talk more about this in my next video about how you can work on solving this if this is an issue that comes up for you. Good luck.